The Yankee and the Brit. Yes, Yankee and the Brit. One is a genius, the other's a twit. On the radio, the beans have been spliced.
With the Yankee and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network on the Fellatone, we have over here one of the band. I would guess it would be Mr. Ryan Perry himself. Is that correct, Mundo?
Yes, sir.
All righty, look at me go. Not bad for a white boy, huh?
Hey, not too bad, not too bad.
So what's going on over there?
Yeah, not much right now. I'm just sitting around a bonfire, if you can believe it, like perfect setting.
Hey, yeah.
That's what we've been wanting all night. We could just do with the Ryan Perry band, sat around the bonfire with his guitar at the Yankee and the Brit show. It'd be so cool.
Yeah, well, I would love to do that. That would be awesome. Play a little acoustic trio or something. Acoustic special.
Hey, I like that Outlaw Woman tune. That's just nailed it right there.
Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, we got a lot of crazy outlaw women up here in North Carolina. I figured I'd write a song about them.
Boy, you ain't kidding about that. Woo, they bite like rattlesnakes around there.
That's right. I can hang with the best of the men around here.
Yeah, well, ain't nothing tougher than a Southern woman.
That's right.
Hey, you not met the Brits yet.
Yeah. I don't know. I know my real last name is Gilliland, and it is British, so we're kind of like connected, you know. I just got a different accent.
Yeah, you do talk a bit funny.
Yeah. I talk funny.
Well, jolly good then, old chap.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, I got a little bit in me, just a little.
Yeah, right there then, see? He's got it all together.
Yeah.
You got to love that from a Southern man.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I got to ask you before I forget, what's the story on that song, Bruises?
Actually, I wrote that song in reference to my cousin. She kind of went through her and I are real close, and we're more like brother and sister. I mean, we grew up together, you know, and she kind of went through like a rough relationship with a guy, you know, who had a very strong relationship with alcohol, you know, and it just kind of hit home. You know, me and my keyboard player, Keith, we were kind of playing around with this, you know, the little riff or whatever, and he was playing on the keyboard, and you know, I kind of wrote that song, just it kind of all poured out at once. It was like the perfect time, and we wrote that song in about 20 minutes. You know, it was just perfect timing, perfect setting, perfect emotion, you know, and that all come together, and it just kind of tells a story about, you know, and I kind of put it out there because you really don't hear a lot of artists or songs touching on that subject.
No,
you know, and it's kind of one of those things where it's almost like, you know, there is light at the end of the tunnel. All you have to do is reach out for help. You know, somebody's out there. You just have to get away and tell somebody.
Yeah, it seems like it's a shame anymore that it seems like a lot of people are afraid to touch on any subject anymore because they'll get in trouble for it somehow.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you just got to be, you got to be so careful. I guess that's mainstream country just sticks to drinking beer and moonlight dates and tailgates. You know, that's the simplest thing, you know, so, you know, anybody's going to get offended over anything these days, it seems like, but yeah, that song is just, I hold that one close to me, and, you know, I really enjoy playing that one, and we try not to play it too much out live, just because we do like to create like the uppity party scene when we are playing live, and that kind of is like a mood changer, you know, and gets people, I don't really say depressed, but, you know, just kind of in a different spot. If there is women dealing with that in the crowd, we kind of don't want to bring that to the surface while they're out trying to release and have a good time, you know.
Right. If you want to party, let's party. Let's not bring the whole place down, right?
Let's cut loose on a Friday night and have a good time. Been a work week, you know, and that's the way we kind of head into our shows.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's have a good time.
I must admit, I can understand you a little better than I thought I would. I totally thought I would not understand a word you said tonight. I was like, what did he write in his status?
Yeah, well, that post, I was reading it, and I was like, well, I can kind of understand, I guess, you know, where I was coming from, but yeah, tiptoeing around the house, you know, she was kind of just, you know, easily walking and looking at these deer, and I mean, we're blown away because, you know, I mean, I'm an avid deer hunter, turkey hunter, everything like that. But when you see a deer in your front yard, when you spend all this money to go out on land that you pay for, and then here it is, there's 2 deer in your front yard, it's kind of like a smack in the face at one point. But then it's like, you know, I'm trying, because I got my son, he's almost 2, And, he would get a kick out of that. So I'm calling her phone, and I'm like, please answer. And she will not. And then here she comes, like, sneaking around the house, and she's doing the doe bleat. And now a doe, obviously, is a female deer. And these are two. This is a spike and a cow horn, which is a 4-point. And it's he's standing in the front yard, and she's trying to get him to stop. And a doe bleat, being a female deer, she's like, bat, bat, bat. It almost sounds like a goat with no stutter. That's almost kind of what it sounds like. So, and she's doing that, and I'm like, oh my God, like, I love her, so that's how I'm like, wow. I don't even know what to say right now.
Donna showed me the post, and I had to explain it all to her what was going on. It was simple as Sears to me, but she just didn't have a clue.
Yes, I don't have a clue one bit.
You should have seen me trying to explain to her what a bleat was.
Yeah. I'm sure you're not the only one. I mean, I'm sure I got a lot of yuppies on my Facebook, and they were just like, what is a bleat?
That's beautiful. You got to love it.
I get a lot with American statuses. I think, what the bloody hell have they just wrote?
You got any rebel statues in your yard? We better get them tore down.
Yeah, no, unfortunately I don't. I do have a place for a flagpole. We actually just moved in last February, so we're still working on some outside decoration and stuff like that. And we actually just finished remodeling the inside of the new house, and we're actually just decorating and repainting and stuff like that. Nothing major, but I'm sure there will be some American flags or something out front, and eventually.
Come on now, there, Southern man, run that rebel flag up there.
Yeah, Confederate all the way.
That's right.
Actually, I think I have some pretty good neighbors. My neighbor across the street, he's an ex-Marine, and he's pretty much like ready for war. He reloads his own ammo all the time. Like, that's all he does. If he's got a spare minute, he's in the backyard pumping that ammo out. So it's a pretty awesome neighborhood. I could probably get away with it, but if I lived more towards Asheville, that's more or less the I guess the liberal side of what you would call the town. We kind of live on the outskirts.
Humbug.
So by humbug.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, man. You're free to do what you want. That's your yard. You pay your taxes. You do
That's
your
right.
thing. You put whatever you want up on that damn platform.
That's right. And I will too, and I dare somebody to come tell me, as long as it ain't out in the state, stay off my lawn. I'll be an old man.
We don't get into politics or anything, but shit like that just thoroughly pisses me off. Anybody telling me what I can do, how I can do it, when I can do it, get away from me.
Yep, I pay taxes on that land, not you. Stay away.
That's right.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, well, what about the statue things? We all pay taxes on that land. That's public land.
That's right.
You're going to come and tell me, let the majority decide. I know damn well majority didn't say take all them statues down. I ain't
right. And they're probably dealing with that kind of crap every day down there at the courthouse and whatnot. And we have a monument that's been there. I don't even know what year, but it was like 100 years ago or something. It's called the Vance Monument, and I mean it's been there. I mean my whole life. Downtown Asheville, it's been like the center of Asheville. Like, you go to the center of Asheville, you see the Vance Monument. It's there, and then you got these people. It's been like the main protest spot forever, but now all of a sudden it's offensive and they want it tore down, and they've been dealing with people taking crowbars to it and all this stuff. And I think the world is just caught a virus or something. I don't know what is going on. I just stand back, and we don't go downtown Asheville very much, just because whether somebody's blocking the road down there or tearing down a monument or starting a fire or street riot or something, we just stay out in the hills and
guard your property.
After you, yeah. Just sit there and load ammo and get ready for something to hit the fan, So.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm a Yankee. I'm from Ohio. I moved down here to Texas, and I love every minute of it. I always loved the South. You know where Huntersville is?
Huntersville, I've heard of it, yeah.
I used to go there all the time. I've been all over North Carolina. I drove truck for a long time. And, being a Yankee, I still find that all be bullshit. All that rebel crap. Y'all fought your war, we fought our war, blah, blah, blah. Well, we're all supposed to be happy and living together. And this whole damn thing just irritates the hell out of me.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know what the big stink is. It's like, I've never owned slaves and you've never picked cotton.
That's it. Woo, amen.
Everybody's got differences. It's just the intolerable is the ones that are, calling us the bigots and whatever else. It's just, it blows my mind sometimes. You could just go on and on and on about it, and it's, it's just like talking to a brick wall,
That's right. Like I say, I pretty much like everybody except assholes, and if you're an asshole,
right.
I don't care what color you are, I ain't going to like you.
Right. And I'm going to call you asshole, I don't care what color you are. You know, if you are what you are, shoe fits, wear it. You know, it's like, I don't know what to say. They just, man, these people are just nuts out here anymore. Just nuts.
Let's get back to the music before we get all carried away and start burning things down.
Yeah, that's exactly what I see when I see the Americans trashing the place and whatever else.
How old were you when you started into music?
I'm 28 now. I started actually when I was like around 19 or 20, actually.
What is it with you guys? All you young guys... What happened to the people that started when they were 5 years old?
Man, I don't know. Like, I mean, I've always loved music. Like, I loved anything with a beat. You know, always, I thought I was, you know, my mom thought I was going to be a drummer for a long time because I was beating on everything, you know, and it's just, you know, I've always loved just good music. Never really had a specific style. But you know, the Outlaw Woman, Out of My League, Home, Where I Want to Be, all those kind of styles, they're all kind of like mixed into this southern fried country. Like, you know, because I grew up riding in the car with my mom and listening to Travis Tritt, Billy Ray Cyrus, you know, Garth Brooks. And then I'd ride to school with my dad in the truck, and we'd be listening to Jimi Hendrix, Leonard Skinner, AC/DC, Steve Earle. You know, so I think my whole life I've been in this mix. And I think that's where my sound comes from, loving like more or less like the Blackberry Smoke and stuff like that and the Chris Stapleton, just like that bluesy kind of country feel, very soulful, meaningful lyrics and stuff like that, you know, and that's where that kind of came from. But yeah, I just kind of felt like I was working a job, and my mom was always big into karaoke, and she kind of acquired these friends in the bar scene that would go out to every Thursday and Saturday night was karaoke night at this place called Shovelhead Saloon, like a run-down, hole-in-the-wall bar, but they had some awesome karaoke, and I would go and watch. From the time I was 16 years old, I would go and sit and watch them and hang out with them. And just, you know, just be fun or whatever. And then one night, my mom begged me and begged. I mean, my mom would sign me up and not tell me. They'd call my name, and I'd get mad and leave because I'm like, I'm not getting up there. Like, I'm just not. And our first song we got up and sang together, he was like, come on up here. We'll do family tradition. You go up there with me, I'll do it. And so we went up there, and I was so nervous, my knees were shaking. I about fell out, and you know, we sang family tradition, and people clapped. You know, it's probably a sympathy clap, but from that moment, I loved. Yeah, that's right, I'll take it. But like from that moment on, I loved it, and I was bit by this bug, and it hasn't stopped. Like I DJ karaoke for like 5 years, you know, and then I started working into live music, picking up guitar, writing music, and then just performing with a band. And you know, I've got a group of guys. I mean, I've been playing with my guitar player for 5 years, my keyboard player for 5 years, my bass player's been with me for 3 years, and my drummer, he's been with me a while, you know, and they're just like my brothers, best friends. You know, we don't have any drama, you know, nothing like that. We get on the bus, and I mean, it's just like brotherhood. I mean, we're good, you know. So
are these all local hands you got playing with you?
Yeah, these guys, you know, I'm from originally a place called Swananoa. The nickname around here for it is Swananowhere, because it's just, I mean, a nowhere town. Ain't
I seen a sign for that along the freeway somewhere?
No, because it's nowhere.
Nowhere, yeah. Exit 59 on Highway 40.
Yeah,
is
that's
Swananoa.
I know where you're talking about.
Yep, so that's where I'm from, and my guitar player, he's from Hendersonville, which is where I live now, and my keyboard player, he's from Canton, North Carolina. My bass player is down towards Marion, which is Union Mills area. And my drummer is actually from Marion as well. So we're all about 20 to 30 minutes apart, but we're all from like the outskirts of Asheville.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys kick some ass with that music, man. That stuff is beautiful. I wasn't expecting that kind of thing.
Well, man, I appreciate it. And, you know, we've been working on this CD. Like, we've had it out and kind of working the circuit with it for about almost 2 years now. Actually, I think this past September, this September, I think, is 2 years that it's been out on the circuit. So we've kind of been just wearing it out, playing around in the region and stuff like that. And I'm going back in the studio in Nashville October 28th, and I'll be recording an EP, a 5-song EP with all brand new music. The only song I'll be taking with me off this album is Where I Want to Be. I think that's number 1 on the album, and that's the first song I ever wrote right there. So I kind of hold that one really close to me, and I want to take it and and redo it in the studio and see what we can come out with.
Beautiful. Make sure you send us an autographed copy of that.
I definitely will. You can bet on it for sure.
We're going to put it on our Yankee and the Brit wall of
shame. Everybody is ending up on that wall.
Was your dad or your mom, well, you said your mom did karaoke kind of things. Was your dad, did he play any instruments or anything?
No. My dad, he's left-handed, and he always wanted to play, but he's like, man, growing up, I could never, I'd have to play like Jimi Hendrix, just flip it over and play upside down. And he's always just been the blue-collar, hard-working, just rough, calloused hands kind of man. And he's like, man, I ain't never had time to sit down, and I ain't got the patience to sit and learn, because I just learned how to play a little bit off of YouTube and kind of went from there and watching other people and watching my guitar player play. And I've kind of gotten the rhythm section down pretty good. I'm a pretty good strummer, if I may say so. And, I just kind of hold down the rhythm section and know my chords and we go from there, and it's enough for me to write the songs and everything like that. So
you're just the lead in the band. You're up there for looks to draw the women in. That's it.
Well, I mean, I think Jeff and Keith actually probably look better than I do. I mean, I'm just up there like, I got the voice and I draw the attention, obviously, but I think that's about it.
We know better than that.
What's your earliest musical memory? When you were young and had short trousers? Do you remember what your earliest musical memory was?
Let's see. Let me think.
Had to be on Daddy's radio in the truck.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was probably... I know what it was. I was probably 6, 7 years old, maybe. Still right out of preschool. I sang "Achy Breaky Heart" to the Burger King drive-through lady.
Boy, you're having it your way, weren't you?
That's right.
Oh my gosh, we've heard it all now. We've heard on the show that I think it was Keith Sampson that said he used to go around with a sweeping brush thinking it was his guitar in his underpants. And
goodness.
We've got you singing to the Burger King lady.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's just say hello to these guys in the chat room. There's Dawn Pearson Pittock in the chat room. There is also Danielle Pittock.
Hey, there's Lee Godfrey too. Up there, Lee.
Oh, that's my friends. That's my friends from the Chrome Shop. Uh-oh. They wash my bus and stuff when I bring it down there, and they have the best food ever. If you're looking for a truck stop with great food, you got to go there. That's the place.
Just a hubcap for Randy's truck will be good.
Listen up, Lee.
Oh yeah.
Listen up, Lee. He's talking food right there, buddy.
Yeah,
that's right.
There's Debra that holds the tits in the chat room.
Where's this place at again?
It's right there off the Fletcher Mountain Home exit, right there in Fletcher, right off the interstate.
Say that again. I was understanding you for a bit. Where did he say?
It's off the Fletcher Mountain Home exit off I-26, the Chrome Shop Grill.
Fletcher Mountain.
Is
that hard to understand?
It was just then.
He's speaking English. That's what you speak.
There's Thomas A. Rowland Sr. in the chat room as well.
Thomas will be playing your music here pretty soon. I'm not doubting that at all.
Yeah, there's quite a few in the chat room tonight.
Sweet. Awesome. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
And there's also the Snarky of Oz, if you know who that is.
I don't know what a Snarky of Oz is, but he's listening.
Yeah.
I've heard that. I've heard that from somewhere. I don't know where that's from, though. I've heard it, though.
All right.
Snarky of Oz.
Are you're out and about then? So is this all you do now? Do you have another job, or is this it?
Actually, what I do full time, man, is Monday through Friday. I go to work. I got to be up at 5:45 a.m. and then I go to work and I clock in at around 6:30. And I haul drywall. I drive the mobile boom cranes.
Ah, yeah.
And I operate them with a remote, and I deliver drywall to construction sites and residential sites. And I do that for Tucker Materials, and that's what I do for, my basic 9 to 5, I guess you could say, but it's more or less 6 to whenever you get done.
You're the guy that gets to stick them through the upstairs window.
That's right. Take out the windows and drag them in on a window saddle and right on the dolly and set it off on the wall or flat stack it in the floor, whichever one you want to do. So.
Oh, I'd been in the construction trade, too, when I was young till it wore me out.
Oh, man. It's wearing on me. I've been doing it about 3 years now, and it's about the best thing as far as if you're not a builder, as far as being a driver, we stay locally, kind of. We go about as far as 2 hours away, but not every day. And it's just something different every day. You get out and meet new people. And then Friday, most of the times I'm like, I've worked out on my job. I'm like, look, I can't work no later than 5. We got to be in Kingsport, Tennessee tonight. So I'll clock out, and they let me drive my bus to work. And I park it in the parking lot, and I jump on the bus, and I have my clothes on there, and we have a shower on there and everything. And I pick up my guys somewhere, and then we head on to the show, and I play Friday night till 2 a.m. And usually somebody else will drive, and I'll sleep. And, that's the weekend warrior. And then we're back on Sunday. We rest up, and I'm at work at 6 o'clock in the morning Monday.
I was just about to ask when you sleep, because it didn't sound like you had a whole lot of time for that.
Not a whole lot of time, usually. I mean, people tell you sleep when you're dead, and I'm living proof of it, burning your candle at both ends.
Have you buried that truck in somebody's brand new front yard yet?
Not yet.
It's coming.
It's coming, yeah.
I ain't been on a construction site yet where a concrete truck or something wasn't buried up to the axles in it.
Well, there was one time. There was this one time.
At band camp.
Yeah, at band camp.
That's it, but just once.
We were buried so far that I could walk up. Now, this bed, when it's sitting on pavement, it comes up to my chest.
Yep.
And I'm 6'2", and I could walk up and sit down on the bed because it was buried so far in the mud.
Yikes!
It was like a bench. It was that low.
That's a dozer kind of thing.
Yeah, we had to get pulled out by 2 dozers.
I love that kind of work, though.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. It's like I said, something new every day. You never know. It's like Forrest Gump. Life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what kind of job site you're gonna get.
That's right. You still go out and do any karaoke for fun or anything?
Just laughing at the accent, guys.
Do you sing with your mom or anything now, or is that all in the past and you're all on your own?
Well, we still go out from time to time. I don't have a lot of time on the weekends to go out to karaoke, and my mom runs a full-time catering business, so she's usually busy on the weekends. But if we are on vacation or something, we try to find a karaoke night and have a good time,
Yeah, that ought to be kind of.
Do you ever get tempted to serenade the ladies of Burger King these days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I
just wondered, whether it's something he still does.
Well, I mean, they always catch me. I mean, you never know. I could be jamming out something, and the people walk up and I'm just sitting there jamming, red lights or whatever. People join in. We have a choir going on. But usually I'm more or less these days when I go to a Burger King or a McDonald's window, I'm like, do you guys have a third window? Because you got my order wrong. Now, that's most of the time what I'm singing. I'm yelling, but it ain't in tune.
Where'd you do your recording from some of these songs we're playing tonight?
I did that whole album in Asheville at Echo Mountain Studios. My producer was a good buddy of mine. His name's Jack Mascari, and he's a local guitar legend around the area, and he's got an ear like no other around Asheville, and he kind of helped us self-produce it and stuff like that, and we just had a great time. It's actually a pretty well-known studio. I think Zach Brown's been in there, Blackberry Smoke, Dierks Bentley, Three Doors Down, a couple other rock groups have been through there, and and they just come to Asheville, I guess, to kind of get away from, if they're wanting something to sound a little different than the Nashville, the country acts will come and play in Asheville because, everybody says you got to go to Nashville, Tennessee to get the Nashville sound. And then I guess there's only one kind of sound you can get in Nashville. So they come to Asheville, and they just remove the N, and they come to Asheville and record there. But it's a really, really nice studio they turned in from an old church, and it's really, it's top of the line, especially for around here.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Asheville is better than Nashville.
Yeah, well, as far as, depends on what you're looking for, I guess. I love Nashville, but I live in Asheville. Everybody says Asheville's great, and I'm like, well, I live here, so kind of used to the mountains, I guess.
Well, pretty much everything we hear anymore is Nashville's pretty much trash.
We're just listening to your little baby.
Yeah, he's standing here with me. Yeah, Nashville, man, it's a. See, one of my buddies down there, he put it nice. He said it's a drinking town with a music problem. Everybody down there, I'm not from there, so I can't really speak on their behalf on what it's like to live there. But it's a lot of people grinding down there. I can tell you that. Daylight to dark every day, 7 days a week. So I got a lot of respect for those people, especially down on Broadway, trying to make things happen. And and I'm up here doing my own special kind of grind. I try not to be a a small fish in a big pond, and I'd rather be the big fish in a small pond and just kind of play regionally and
there you go.
Get my name out there, where there's not everybody trying to do the same thing.
Michelle Warren says, "Hey, Ryan, me and Brian are listening."
Hey, Brian and Michelle. They come out to South Rock and Hendersonville and listen to me play acoustic all the time.
Nice. Thanks for coming by, Michelle.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah, pretty cool. Everybody's getting a kick out of your boy over there.
Yeah.
Deborah,
he's always around.
Deborah says, "So cute. Have him say hi to everybody."
Hey, Lawson, come here. Me and my wife, we just got married 2 weekends ago.
Beautiful.
And we just got back from Cancun, Mexico.
Well, congratulations, amigo.
And Lawson's barely talking, but we taught him how to say hola. Say hola.
Hola, señor. ¿Cómo está?
I'm almost got him doing buenos dias, but it's more like anus dias.
Anus dias? Anus dias.
Anus dias.
I love it.
Anus stinkus.
Some of that British.
There's a good one from my wife right there. Anus stinkus.
Anus what?
Anus stinkus, señor. Yeah. Get out the toilet paper.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's great. Did you take him with you when you went?
No, he stayed with my mom for half the week, and then he stayed with Lindsay's mom for half the week. So he got his fill on the grandparents, and the grandparents got their fill on Lawson. So
I bet they did.
He had a great time all week.
Is he singing along with you at all yet?
Yes, absolutely. He has this little guitar that's like a hound dog shape. It's like a dog sitting down howling, and that's like the howling. The neck and his nose and stuff is like the neck of the guitar, and his body sitting down is like the strings, the body of the guitar. And anytime there's any music on, he starts stomping his right leg and beating the crap out of that guitar, and you'll hear him sometimes singing. So we brought him back like it's a ukulele, but it's from Mexico, and it looks like a real guitar. So he plays that, and you'll hear him all the time, just like just I don't know what he's doing, but he's singing something in his head. But yeah, he most definitely is. Anything with a beat, he can't sit still. I mean, even if you turn something on and he's like half asleep, like he'll start moving.
Well, when he turns 12, then bring him on the show, and we'll ask him how old he was when he got started.
There you go. I guarantee you he'll be a lot earlier than I did. So.
I can't believe we get so many guests that they've all started, only a few years. Yeah, they start so late. I don't understand what happened to the people that started when they were 2-3 years old, and got into music and things.
Yeah.
And now all you guys are starting in your 20s and 30s. Hell, I'm 59. I might go pick up the guitar and see if I can learn something.
Yeah, I always in high school and stuff, like football, sports, friends, weightlifting, stuff like that. Like I was always into that aspect, and girls, obviously. But, it's like once I got out of school, I kind of had some free time to really kind of find out what I really wanted to do. Because I went to college for 3 years, to a community college, and took fish and wildlife. Well, I got into Sound Extreme Entertainment, working for them, hosting karaoke, and all I thought about and did was sing, and just really got, better at it and practiced at it and playing guitar. And I was really good at guitar when I was like 10 or 11 years old. I mean, I was playing Sweet Home Alabama, Iron Man by Black Sabbath, Smoke on the Water, which is like everybody's first song, I think. All these songs, and I was playing really well, like up to like the solo level. But for some reason, I got more into football and just kind of put it down. But I never knew at that time I could sing. So I was just playing along with the songs, and I kind of just got bored, I guess, and moved on to something different.
Well, it's a good thing you got out of football, because look now, they're going to ban that just like they banned the statues and the flag.
Yeah, I know. I guarantee you, if I would have kneeled down on the field, my dad would be out there busting my ass in front of everybody. Well, I'll tell you that right now.
All their daddies should have went out there and busted their asses, too.
Yep, and it wouldn't have been lightly either. It would have been pants down, belt off, going to town.
Or send them out to get their own damn willow
Trousers
switch.
down and slapping of your face.
That's right.
Go out there and get yourself a willow switch off that tree, boy.
That's right. And don't make it a little one. If I have to go get it, it's going to be worse.
Oh,
that's what I always heard.
That. I may be a Yankee, but I know them southern ways. Ooh, do they hurt.
You don't want me to go get it. That's what my dad always said.
I like your dad already.
Yep. Oh, he's a big redneck Harley Davidson motorcycle riding, son of the South, I tell you.
Oh, I like that. Them's good people right there.
Yeah, his dad was a Vietnam vet, and he's like, I wasn't in the Marine Corps, but I lived 17 years of it.
There you go. So what are you going to do now? What's the you got a future planned? Are you going to try to get totally into the music and get off that truck?
Yeah. I mean, I definitely that is the ultimate goal. I mean, within I don't regret 1 minute of it, but as I have grown, things have come into my life like Lindsay and Lawson, and they've been the biggest blessings of my life. And, we got a house together and along with that came extra responsibility. And I think a lot of things that happen is when life starts to intrude, because, what God's got planned for you is that's just what's going to happen. And I think people lose the drive for the extra you have to go in order to work a full-time job, hold down a household, be a parent, pay the bills, separate out your time, enough to where your family's not feeling neglected, your bills aren't falling behind. At the same time, you can go out and have fun and make money.
It's a lot of work, though, being all growed up, ain't it?
It is. I tell you what, I took it for granted, and I will be the first to admit, I wish I was chasing this dream back when I lived at home. It would have been a lot easier.
I hear you.
But my family and friends, they support me and they help me out as much as I can. And I just try to keep my nose to the grind and taking every opportunity that I can and being thankful for people, that like you guys that want to sit and talk with me and ask me this stuff and listen to my music. You can never, people, once they get to that level, I mean, I've heard a lot of stories where people start taking for granted their journey to get there, and they start like being snotty to the fans, and what people I think lose sight of.
You should never forget where you come from, never.
Right, never. And that's what Home is all about. The title track on the album, that's where I come from, and the stories in that song is true, and and I think people just get on this high, they have the world at their fingertips and all the money, they forgot how they got there, which is people, who put them on that pedestal, thought their music was great and actually paid them the attention that got them where they're at. And you can't never forget about that. And that's one of my vows as far as to myself for being in music, that I will never forget in every face, like the people you named off in the chat room right now, Michelle, Brian, the Pitcocks, and all them people that are supporting me. I'm very, very thankful for every time that they turn on my music and come out to my shows and, and cheer, clap every time, we play a song. That stuff, even though I may be busy at a show, it doesn't go unnoticed. And, I'm very, very thankful for every time and every person that I get to meet, everybody that wants to take a picture, everybody that wants to buy a CD, everybody that wants me to sign one, all the venue owners that call me and want me to play, because we do draw a crowd and all those people. I mean, it's like a big circle, and you almost got to think of yourself as an artist like a teammate. Like this is your team.
Exactly.
These venues, these fans, these people buying your music, spending the money, spending the time. They've worked all week too, but they spend enough time and money to come out to your show to watch you play. And there is nothing greater as a feeling for me, other than the birth of my child and marrying my wife, that feels greater than that. And I think that's why I am so drawn to that, like an addiction. Like I want to be good, and I want to be good to them, and I want to be good for them, and not give up and keep going. And because you could easily just give it up and go work a full-time job and make your bills and live a happy life. But it's not that I'm not happy, it's just I see a better life in music, and I'm happy with the people that I've met, the friendships that I've made, relationships, and and this overall grind. It gives me purpose, makes me do stuff, and I get to see a lot of things, and every day I wake up thankful for that, of me being Ryan Perry and my band, who freaking just lays down their blood, sweat, and tears to go on the road with me, and they're working just as hard. And so I mean, I'm thankful for all that, and I don't say it enough, and I could never say it enough, but I always take time when people are listening, to really talk about them.
You'll never regret it, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, never. I mean, I only regret it and wonder what if I stop.
And Dawn Pitcock says she can't wait to say, I knew you when.
Yeah. Well, I hope she gets the chance to. I really do. Because I'll never forget that. The Chrome Shop. I love that place.
You sound pretty sincere. I can't imagine it not happening.
Well, I really hope so. I appreciate that.
Well, hey, let's ask you a few questions and we'll get you out of here. I'm sure you got a good thing going on over there. We don't want to be interrupting you too long.
Oh, man, that ain't no problem at all.
But we just like to, we're more chatters than we are anything.
Ain't you lovely? Ain't you a nice guy?
Very nice,
Lovely.
Yeah. I told
Thank you.
I told you them Southern folk was all right.
Hey, we got Southern Charm. That's one of our main sponsors.
And you got a Southern bell on your arm and a little Southern ding dong sitting next to you.
That's right.
What do you call the kids in the South?
I
mean, Rugrats. You got a specific name for them?
little shits usually, but no.
That's the one I used to use.
Small person.
Yeah, we call Lawson Stinky. I mean, that's his nickname. But he doesn't stink. He's just rotten. You know what I mean? Like, we call him like, oh, it's little stink. You know, Stinky.
Well, I can see the name on the marquee over the bar here someday soon. Now playing Stinky.
Stinky on stage.
What was that little Mexican word? What was that Mexican name we said there?
Voila.
Anus Stinkus.
Anus Stinkus. That sounds like one of them Scuzz Twitley kind of guys or something.
Yeah.
All right, I'll run through these questions and then we'll cut you loose.
All right, buddy.
All right, what is your favorite word?
My favorite word.
Internet radio. You're free to say whatever the hell you please.
Oh,
Not
man.
in front of a 2-year-old that repeats everything.
Well, that's up to him.
My favorite word. Dang. I don't know. I guess my most favorite word that I've ever heard is, and you're going to love this one, is widgy digi.
Widgy digi.
Widgy digi.
Yeah. It's one of the.
Tell us what that is.
Is that kind of like a whatchamacallit?
A widgy digi is in the Southern Dictionary, and it's you didn't bring your truck, widgy did you?
I ain't heard that one, but I like it. That's all right, a widgy digi.
Oh, yeah.
What's your least favorite word?
I don't know if I got one now. My least favorite word. Probably, least favorite name. Does that count?
Mm-hmm.
It's a word.
Hillary Clinton.
There you go. All right, now we get down into the nitty-gritty here. What turns you on?
When Lindsay has a dough bleat, or makes a dough bleat sound.
Hey.
We should have guessed that one. What turns you off?
I would say what turns me off is probably like, and Lindsay doesn't have either of these, but it's probably like stinky breath or body odor.
Lindsay needs to come on the phone and give us the dough bleat.
Yeah. Oh, I can make it happen if you want me to.
Let's finish the questions and we'll do that.
Okay.
What sound do you love?
I love the sound of tree frogs at night.
Me too.
Yeah, Donna sits out on the porch. I can't hear them anymore, but she sits and listens to them, loves every little note.
Yeah, or like a cicada or something like that, you know.
Yes, sir. I miss
just
not being able to hear that.
Oh, yeah, that's the most peaceful sound in the world.
What sound do you hate?
Let's see. What is this sound that I hate? I hate the sound of an accordion. I don't know why, but I can't stand the sound of an accordion.
Too much polka music.
Polka, yeah, just ugh.
What's your favorite curse word?
Well, probably fuck, honestly.
What profession other than yours would you like to attempt?
Well, what I wanted to be for a long time is a federal wildlife marshal.
You're another one. Somebody else said that not too long ago too.
Yeah,
said they wanted to be a game
Yeah,
warden.
like a game warden. Yeah, that's real hard to get into. But if I had to pick one, it'd probably be that or be a police officer.
What profession would you not like to do?
Plumber.
Oh, I hear you. You can't. You have to walk around with your ass hanging out.
That's right. Catch shit all day.
Number 10, the final question, and then we're going to get after your wife. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Oh man, I would like to hear him say, "I guess come on in, better than turn around."
push the down button on the elevator, son.
Yeah, it'd be nice to hear her say, you did good, come on in.
Yeah, I hear you. That's a good answer right there. All righty, that was it for the questions. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm sorry if the curse word was too much, but I was just being honest.
No, not on this show. It ain't hell. You should tune in sometime.
It depends whether that's going to be like your little boy's first word tomorrow morning when he wakes up.
Well, we are having a problem with him saying the shit word. Lindsay swears up and down he says it, but I'm like, I don't say it around him. And she's like, I don't even think you realize that you say it and you do. And I'm like, well, shit, I guess.
Wait till he starts running around going stinky shit fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you want me to get Lindsay over here?
Yeah, we want to hear the sound of a dough bleep.
Hey, Lindsay. Hang on a second. Lindsay, come here. She's over there in the fire. She's like, it's cold. It's probably about 42 degrees out here right now.
Is it that cold?
Yeah, it's chilly tonight.
Wow. I can't wait till it gets like that over here. Nothing better than flannel shirt and blue jeans.
Yeah, we're sitting around a fire roasting marshmallows right now. So.
Really?
Oh, burn me a couple.
Oh yeah.
I like them on fire.
You should get your guitar out and play us some music.
Oh yeah. Well, I think it's at the house. I ain't got one. So, but yeah, Lindsay. Oh, there's Lawson. Lindsay's standing here, and you go ahead and ask her what you want her to do.
What do you want me to do?
You need to tell us how does do a bleat.
I'm not doing it.
We've been talking about you all night. We want to hear that dough bleat.
Say, meh. No. I'm so shy right now.
Do it.
Quit. No.
Do it.
Just do it. It's Texas. Come on, do it.
Say, meh. Meh.
Did they answer you?
They looked at me. They seen me.
Well, did they look at you like, what the hell is she saying? Or did they look at you like, what do you want?
They looked at me like, what do you want?
Well, then you must have done all right. Way to go, Lindsay.
Yes.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yep, that's a dough bleat.
I think you married the right one, son.
Do what?
I think you married the right one, son.
I think so too.
All right, man. We're going to scoot on over here. We got a couple more of your tunes we want to throw out there.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you very much for your time. You're a hell of a man. Love it. The music's fantastic. Sounds like a good family coming along there. Watch where you park that truck and don't drop that load on some drywaller's head or something.
Yeah, I try not to.
Q's.
Yeah, watch P's and Q's, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, we'd love to come down there and play anytime. You guys just give us a call or shoot me a message on Facebook if you guys got any venues or anything down there. And we'd love to come in and do a live radio show with you guys sometime.
Are you kidding?
You know.
Texas is full of places to play, man. They're all over the place around here.
My motto is if they pay, we play. So we'll be down there. You let us know if you got a special venue you guys sponsor or work in or anything like that, or one you just prefer. And we'd love to come down there and play, and we'll come hang out with you guys. So.
Just bring y'all's asses down yonder, and we'll take care of that.
All right, then. I'll see you there.
Down yonder.
Thank you very much, man. Love you guys. Be good.
All right, man. See y'all. Have a good night.
You bet.
Bye-bye.
Trains, trucks, and good old country music with the Yanki and the Brit on RTM Radio.
Ryan Perry Band and Home.